Hey guys, Janelle here from janelleemma.com. I want to talk to you today about something that's been frustrating the heck out of me lately, and it's all to do with my own actions. And I want to put this in front of you to see if it's something that you're also doing that you shouldn't be doing, or that you're taking too much time to do, which is taking you away from those money-making activities and those income-producing activities. So basically what I've been doing lately is trying to learn or trying to set up myself more online. And by doing that, I've been revamping my website. I've been learning my email automations, and I've been learning my email responders and stuff like that, and things that I need to help me build myself as an online business owner. But guess what that's doing? That's taking me away from my income or my money-making activities. And it's like a smack in the face today that's sort of just, made me realize that I'm not prospecting as much. I'm not following up as much. I'm not, presenting as much and closing my people because I'm too busy worried about how my website's looking, or how am I going to do that new opt-in, or let's set up that funnelizer and let's put it into an email autoresponder and that sort of stuff. And I'm starting to pull my hair out, and I just think to myself, I wonder if anyone else is doing this same thing, and I wonder if they've come up with a solution as to how they can get around that and start going back to the money-making activities. So they're the ones that will produce your income. Your money-making activities are your prospecting, they're your follow-up, they're your presenting, they're your closing, they're all of those sorts of things, and helping your team and stuff like that as well. And if you're not doing enough of those, especially prospecting, that should be something you should be doing every single day. If you're not doing enough of those, you won't start producing more income, or you'll start to see your income going backwards. And I've noticed that, well, income isn't going backwards, but it's sitting more in a stagnant state at the moment. And that's because I'm putting too much time into training myself and learning new skills about all the fluff that goes with building your business online and having an online presence. And so I wanted to just go into that today and, think to yourself about how it is you can get around that. The easiest way, obviously, is to outsource things. And thank goodness I've now found someone who I'm outsourcing, for parts of my business, especially sharing my content and stuff like that. And I thank Tracy Rose for that, because she got me onto someone within Upwork. So Upwork.com is an amazing platform where you can outsource some of your tasks that you need to do within your day, which means you have more time for your money-making activities. So obviously, they're the ones you want to be focusing on the most, and they're the ones I'm not focusing on the most because I'm doing too many other things. So now that I'm outsourcing as of a fortnight ago, it's like this big weight has lifted off my shoulder that I can now focus on the things I'm meant to be focusing on. And you've got to think about it as, some people go, oh, well, I can't afford to outsource because you've got to put money into it. I understand that, but I also understand that your time is so precious, and if you're trying to do all of these different things to train yourself and teach yourself and learn new things for yourself, which means that you're not prospecting people and you're not recruiting people, what's going on? You're not making money anyway. And the more time you waste on those things, the less money you're going to make. So why not outsource a little bit, start off small, outsource a little bit of it, and then grow that over time. And obviously, because your income will be growing, you'll be able to pay more for the outsourcing that you need for different things. And this can be outsourcing for building your own website, or having someone build your website. And the amazing Tori Mackle built my website. So if you want to look at how someone can help you build a website, or revamp, she actually revamped my website. If you want to look at someone that can help you do that, go to torimackle.com, and she is amazing at helping you to help you do it yourself, or she will do it for you. And I love that she's got that skill set that I can use now, and outsource her to help me with that sort of thing. So that's one person that I help to outsource. But then you think about, if you've got an email automation system and you want to learn that, why learn every single piece of that instead of outsourcing most of it and you learning the basics? Because that time that you spend, you could spend, like I was spending, say 2 hours every night trying to get my website up and running, and 2 hours sometimes spread out throughout the day doing different things for funnels and opt-ins and that sort of thing. And it's really pulling me backwards in how my business is growing. And so I want to put it out there that I want you to not do what I'm doing and to work around that. Outsource some things. It doesn't have to be expensive to outsource people. You've got to find the right ones. And if you go to upwork.com, you will find some amazing people on there that can help you do those exact things that you want to do to build yourself more of a presence online. So I highly recommend you go over and do that. And the other thing is, you've got to think to yourself, what is it that you are doing that's generating you an income? And is it prospecting and following up and presenting and those sorts of things? And, those money-making activities are the thing. When you wake up every morning, they should be what you're thinking about first. When you go to bed at night, you should have a plan as to what you're doing the next day and how you're going to be doing that. Who you're going to be prospecting next, or who you're going to be talking to, and who you've got to follow up with, and what days you're going to be presenting on, and that sort of thing. So really start to think to yourself about, yes, you can be outsourcing people, and no, it doesn't have to be expensive, and you can save yourself so much time by outsourcing someone, and that time can then be used to make yourself more money. So obviously, the more we outsource things, the better it is for our business. We're not meant to be able to know every single strategy or implementing everything that we have to for our online business. If we want a website and a blog, we shouldn't have to know absolutely everything about how to do that or how to create one. If you're wanting to start funnels and opt-ins and capture pages, you shouldn't have to know, and we don't need to know about every single step as to how to create one of them. It's good to know that stuff, and if you're someone who's a bit of a techie person, you will pick that up really quickly. And if you've got tutorials and things that you've been watching that can help you do that, then that is fine. And that's what I was doing. I was looking at free tutorials, free videos, sometimes, low-paying webinars that I was watching that I wasn't paying much for, and that sort of thing. But in the end, it's costing me a lot of money. It's costing me far more money than if I was to outsource someone to do that, and it would take them 2 hours to do it instead of 5 weeks to do it. So, the outsourcing to me is that big brick that's just been slammed in my face and put in front of me, and I now have to listen to that. You know how the universe gives you things to make sure that you learn what you should be doing or where you should be going in your business, or you've got to listen to what's around you, listen to the universe and where it's kicking you in the bum and making you do extra things or different things that you feel you're a bit uncomfortable. And that's where I was. I didn't want to outsource someone because I felt I don't want someone to have my login details for all of my platforms. I don't want someone to be snooping through my social media sites and different things like that. I don't want someone to have my bank details that doesn't even live in the same country as me, when I don't even know if I can trust them or not. And these were all those fears that were going on in my head, the fear of what if. And then now that I've really, worked out that there are people you can trust to outsource, you've got to find the right ones. You've got to make sure that you give them an interview, ask them questions, make sure that they are credible, look at their credibilities and credentials and that sort of stuff within their profile that you're looking at, because you can look at profiles and see what type of person they are and business person they are and how much they are helping other people out as well. And maybe ask someone to refer an outsource to you. If there's someone that that's already outsourcing a lot of things, ask who it is that they use. And then obviously use that same person or use someone within that same company, because it's a credible company. That someone's been already using it for some time. So it's someone you can trust, or it's a company you can trust. And obviously that's going to help to, take away the fear of wanting to outsource. That was my biggest fear, was I didn't want to outsource because I was thinking that they could hack into everything and then something really bad could happen. So, get over that fear like I finally have, and make sure you start outsourcing yourself, because it does save you money. You're looking at the short-term losses of money with outsourcing instead of the long-term gain. The more you can leverage yourself, the better. So the long-term gain that you're going to get by outsourcing means more time freedom, more family time, more time to prospect and build a team and that sort of stuff. So why not outsource bits and pieces? It doesn't have to be outsourcing everything you do, but if you're struggling with something you're trying to do, like setting up a website, or something that you're trying to do like a funnel or email automation system and that sort of thing, go and ask people. So outsource someone to do that part for you, so it's a big weight off your shoulders and you can go back to those money-making activities. The other thing I wanted to say there was, basically, if you're learning some of this stuff for free, you know, the skills that you're trying to learn for your business, like building a website, or like funnels and capture pages and that sort of thing, and you're learning that for free through different tutorials, free trainings, webinars, asking other friends, that sort of thing, it's going to end up costing you more, because the amount of time that you're spreading yourself out over and over those weeks to learn all of this, the less that you're doing those activities that you should be doing. And it's something that, you know, I'm now going to go back to my team about. I'm now going to put out there to other people to make sure they understand the importance of outsourcing. And you can actually go and watch some videos about outsourcing and about, you know, why we should be doing that from, you know, right from the get-go, and why we should be doing that for our business. Because you got to remember, this is a business. We own our own business, and so we have to treat it like a business. You wouldn't have someone in a bricks and mortar business making their own furniture for their own furniture store, because they would have no time to sell it if they're making it. You know what I mean? So that's where you've got to think of, okay, that's where you outsource the person who makes the furniture, and then you're the one that sells it in your own business in that store. So I hope you got value from that, guys. I hope that was a bit of an eye-opener for you, like it was for me. Now, I can now get back to my money-making activities, which I do in 10 to 20-minute bursts. And I've just put a new opt-in up on my website at janelleemmett.com about how I build my business in 10 to 20-minute bursts when I'm doing my prospecting and following up and that sort of thing. So you can head over there, you can opt into that and get the free video and the money-making activity tracker that goes along with that. And let me know if there's any questions about any of that, or if you want to talk more about outsourcing and find someone that may be able to work for you. And I'll see you all on the next video. See ya.